I never really speak that much about my own fitness journey. And if you're someone who maybe in the past doesn't feel like the gym's been for them, or you're constantly comparing yourself to all those people that you see on your algorithm, then maybe this video will be a bit of a help for you. Because as I said before in a previous post, gym's not always been something that was for me, wasn't something that I really envisioned myself doing years and years ago. I think it's one of those things where people almost seem to think that they have to be almost always into it, or that it has to be something that they were good at when they were younger, which definitely isn't the case. It's never too late to start, no matter what your background is, no matter what your goal is. It's never too late to get into the gym or fitness in general. Because, as an example, there's loads of people who go, "Oh, I just never really did it that much when I was younger. Didn't really enjoy PE at school. I wasn't like the fit kid at PE." And neither was I. Like, I still enjoyed PE to a degree, but it wasn't something that I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for this," or didn't really do any sort of sports outside of school. Didn't really show any huge interest in it. And then, when I went to uni, I dabbled in it a little bit because some of my friends did it, and I still didn't really completely go all in on it. And then basically, I sort of mostly did a bit of running, a little bit of boxing, but I was terrible at it. And I basically then found one day I had injured my knee while sprinting. And I thought, right, well, I can't really just let this rest up and hope for the best. Maybe I should actually go into the gym a bit more and strengthen my legs a little bit more. And that's how I got into strength training. Wasn't always the best at it, had some pretty dodgy form, and kind of dabbled in a little bit too many things, changed things up way too much. But over time, I started to progress. I started to see the benefit that fitness could serve for me. And that's what made me kind of fall in love with fitness. It wasn't something that I was mad about. It wasn't something that, I'd done since I was a teenager. I must have been maybe like 19 or something when I first got into the gym. And I'm just over 30 now. So, yeah, it's not one of those things that you have to have been mega, mega good at early on. And I think that's the thing where people kind of almost think that it has to be solely going to the gym to get swole or to get lean for the summer. It doesn't necessarily need to be that. It can be, and that's still a valid goal, but it could also just be getting stronger for your sport. It could be, getting over a wee injury and maybe just feeling a little bit more confident in your own body because you're a little bit stronger and a bit more resilient to injury. For me, it's something which I just really enjoy. I get a lot out of it. I get a good energy boost out of it. I can do more hobbies that I enjoy more now, like things like hiking, things like judo, jiu-jitsu, and still a bit of running. And I wouldn't have really continued these things if I hadn't got into strength training because I probably would have had a lot more aches and pains, probably wouldn't have felt as fit, and also just wouldn't have been able to tolerate it that much, to be honest. So for me, strength training really gives me that freedom to do a lot more, to enjoy more, to go on a run on the weekend with my girlfriend, to go to that jiu-jitsu class, even if there are some absolute weapons who are slapping leg locks on all the time. But you get the idea. It doesn't have to be something that's solely aesthetic based. Yes, some of my clients have come to me for that, and that's okay too. Sometimes I still follow that as a goal as well, but it doesn't necessarily need to be something that was always for you, or you never have to be like uber fit to get started. Just start where you're at and go from there. And if you ever need any help with that, drop me a message.